What's up, folks? Welcome to Nino's Corner.tv. I got a great guest coming on right now, 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗹. I got to say, folks, man, I've been trying to get in person with him, but it's just better we do virtual. We both have very busy schedules, and I'm sorry we're late. I had a family emergency, and he had a friend, a very close friend of his, that had an emergency. So, yeah, that's why we're running a little bit late. So I'm going to read a quick little commercial and get into it. Noble Gold, folks. Something's brewing. You can feel it. The problem, you never know the full story until after the crash, after the collapse, after it's too late. And here's the brutal truth. You can't protect yourself after. You have to be ready now. All this certainty, the chaos, the warning signs. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just noise, but maybe it's the beginning of something bigger. Nobody knows for sure, but waiting to find out. That's how people get hurt. Physical gold and silver aren't just investments. They're preparation. They're the foundation of real protection. My friends at Noble Gold Investments have been helping Americans protect themselves for nearly a decade. No pressure, no games, just proven insight when it matters most. Look, you're either going to be prepared or you're not. Which one will you be when everything changes overnight? Visit noblegoldinvestments.com for a free wealth protection kit today. Noblegoldinvestments.com. All right, Eddie, what are you up to, man? And folks, there might be a little delay here. What's up, Eddie?
How you doing?
Damn, dude, I've seen better days, bro.
Yeah,
Stressed.
tell me about it.
Dude, it's like I feel like I've hit that age where I'm like everyone's just getting sick, dropping. I mean, obviously, I think it's mainly this, but it's crazy. I know you just had a friend pass away, and then now another one just had a heart attack, right?
Yeah, I had one of my students, 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗹, 28 years old, died of an epileptic seizure. One of my best students, worldwide. And just like that, out of nowhere, boom. And my best friend growing up, my best friend for 40 years, had a heart attack yesterday. And, he pulled through, though. He's out. He's going to make it. I just got back.
How he's in his 40s?
No. He's actually 63.
Damn.
Yeah. I've known him for 40 years.
That's insane, dude. I mean,
yeah, but he made it. He's gonna be all right. It was a close call. I thought it was James Watson. He's the guy I moved to Hollywood with back in 1991 to be a rock star. We thought we were gonna make it in the music business. Didn't quite work out, but
yeah, but you say you still made it. That's the thing. You still made it.
I mean.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I so like today in El Paso, it was pretty crazy. I woke up to like all these alerts on my phone, and I was like, what? FAA closes all the airspace in El Paso, Santa Teresa area. And like this is heavy cartel. This is cartel land over here. I'm on the border. And I wake up and I see this and I go down to the border. I talk to some people in the military, and I've been saying this now for about a year. Like I'm noticing heavy artillery moving around, tons of military personnel everywhere. And then today they closed down the airspace, and there's a Learjet 45. There's a Learjet 45 that left that was going to Mexico, had to make an emergency landing to come back. And the politicians here are lying through their teeth. The news here lying through their teeth. What happened is there was drones that encroached the airspace, right? Cartel drones. So I've been saying for a very long time that this cartel warfare is going to kick off. It's just a matter of time. And I just wanted to get dude, you heard about this, right? Today?
I heard. I didn't hear about this today, but I hear you talking about it. And every now and then, when I'm in a conspiracy conversation with one of my friends, I always say, my boy Nino, he's got the inside scoop. He's in El Paso. He's right there at Juarez, and he says the cartel about to fight back. So
they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice, dude. Look, my buddy that owns a clinic, a rehabilitation clinic, he's front lines. He's telling me, he goes, dude, I hate to say it tongue in cheek. He goes, but business is terrible. He's like, nobody's coming in for fentanyl anymore. He goes, I used to get them 5-6 people a day. He goes, now I'm getting one every 2 weeks. He goes, everybody's coming in now on Kratom. He goes, the whole fentanyl business has been wrecked.
By Trump?
Yeah. They've just complete dead at the border with everything coming in. So he's not just making a dent, he's just nuked the whole fentanyl business. Like, people are just not coming in for fentanyl anymore at his clinic. And I know that to be true because I talk to him all the time, and he gives me the real scoop of what's going on, the numbers of deaths, everything. He says, dude, fentanyl's basically just been complete halt, stop.
Well, wait a minute. So why would someone go to, isn't fentanyl like a street drug? Why would they go to a clinic for it?
He's a rehab. He helps people get off, and he like gets them on, I guess, whatever, I don't know his business, but whatever drugs they get on to get off that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a rehab, like rehabilitation. Like,
so,
you know, if you're taking this,
you got to have a little bit of the drug they're trying to get off of.
Yes. And he goes, they were always coming in for fentanyl. No. He said they were coming in for fentanyl. Like, everyone was coming in for that. They were strung out on that, and now they're not anymore. It's all kratom.
Is kratom bad?
Dude, yeah, why?
Because like I hear people on podcasts every now and then talk about it like it's a healthy good thing. No.
Yeah, I've taken it back in the day, dude. Like, I loved it, but I started finding out it was like it's the same thing that heroin addicts, try to kick, and like I was
what
like,
does it do to you? Like, what does it do?
It's an opiate. It's an opiate. It just makes you feel like you're floating, bro. It just makes you feel like a painkiller. Same thing. Just makes you feel really good. Like, it gives you an emotional high, especially like for athletes.
Like Xanax? Is it like Xanax?
Way better. Dude, it's everywhere, dude. It's at every 7-Eleven. It's all at all the smoke shops. And now the strain, the stuff that people are using now is way stronger. Now it's like it's upped its game like 10 levels.
Where does it come from? Like a plant?
It's a plant. Yeah, it's a plant, and there's different strains of it, just like, marijuana and stuff like that. But it's highly addictive. Highly.
Dude, I thought
everyone
this whole time, I swear to God, I thought if someone would ask me what kratom is, I would think it was like creatine or something. I had no idea. I had no idea. Damn.
Yeah. No, and that's like the highly addictive stuff now. So that's the stuff that's like everyone's trying to kick. And it's legal.
It's not as dangerous as fentanyl, because fentanyl will, like, a little speck will kill you, right?
Right. So this stuff is like, I don't know, like, I guess people are resorting to this now because they can't get the hard stuff, so they're going to kratom. So I guess that's a good thing, but I think it's only a matter of time before this stuff's outlawed too. You're gonna see it's gonna be, dude, you can get it anywhere. 7-Eleven, you can get it at a smoke shop. It's everywhere.
Whoa, this is news to me, man. I thought it was like I thought it was a vitamin.
I mean, I think I don't use it. I haven't taken it in 3 years or two or 3 years, but man, that stuff was like, I used to take that shit with like an energy drink. Like, I was like all bipolar on it. I would get a Red Bull and some kratom, and I'd smack those down, and I'd be like, yeah. I'm like, well, it's legal.
That sounds like a rave.
Yeah.
kratom and Celsius.
That's what I would take. Exactly. That's what I would take. So, dude, Eddie, man, thanks for joining me. Dude, let's get your insight on a couple of things today. One being the Epstein files, man. Like, so all the stuff's dropping. People are finding out, like, all these conspiracy theorists were right? I mean, it's been proven right time and time again. We found out that they're doing worse stuff than that. I mean, I don't know how much worse it gets than that, but all these big politicians on both sides of the aisle are implicated.
So the crazy thing is, the Trump administration, particularly like the Department of Justice and the FBI, they've been criticized like big time for not releasing the Epstein files. So are they actually released now, or is there's just a little
all the files are dropping? Millions have dropped. There's going to be another 3 million that drop. So all the details, all the juicy stuff is coming out already. People are digging through million troves of this stuff, right?
What is 𝗀𝗃𝗃 saying now? Didn't he say there was nothing? What is he saying?
That's what he said at first. But I think what they were doing, dude, is that, Trump was just baiting them in to demand it, to get the Democrats to demand it. And then he did the bait and switch, dude. He flipped it on him. And now he's basically been vindicated, right? So there's a lot of people searching through the Epstein files saying, man, Trump was the one that was an informant for the FBI back in early 2000s, maybe even the 90s. And they're saying, like, Trump basically was trying to turn this guy in, and Ghislaine Maxwell. So it's basically what he did was he trapped him. It was a trap. It was a clever move. He baited him in and then switched it on him. And now everything's coming out on everybody else. Like the floodgates have opened. And then I hear the worst shit is coming in the next trove that's going to be dropped. The next 3 million that's going to be dropped is going to be like ground shaking from what I'm hearing.
Wow. So you think, I mean, that's what people were saying, because people were saying, why isn't Trump dropping the Epstein files? He must be in them. And so, and he made it seem like, oh, I don't know.
He's playing poker.
I said this too before. I said, dude, when he started saying, why are you still bringing the Epstein files up? It's so boring. I'm like, boring? Oh, there's something in there. He would never, nobody would ever say they're boring. You know what I mean? So the fact that he said that was almost like code, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it, right? It was like, it was like code. He was like, oh, it's so boring. Oh, you guys, who is this guy? Why do you guys keep bringing him up? That sounds like he was baiting him, right?
Yes, dude, and that's what he was doing. And look what happened. And now it's like it's backfiring.
There's no crazy shit in these files that have dropped that implicate him at all.
No, dude. I mean, the fact that he rubbed shoulders. Okay, first of all, we got to admit he's a powerful guy. He's gonna hang out with many powerful men. But he did hang out with Jeffrey. Now, to the extent of that, he's never been to the island. Jeffrey's been to Mar-a-Lago. Jeffrey's been kicked out of Mar-a-Lago, and then Trump allegedly turns on him and tries to turn him into the FBI. Yeah. So this is all coming out right now. But the worst of the worst, from what I'm hearing, dude, like there's going to be nowhere to run and hide for these celebrities. And now citizens are going after like Lex West. Is it Lex Wessner, Alex? Is that his name? Lex Wessner?
Les Wexner.
Les Wexner?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Lex Luthor, whatever the fuck. So now people are taking it into their own hands, dude, to hunt these people and like try to lynch them. And I knew this was coming. So now people are going out. It's only a matter of time before these people have nowhere to go anymore, dude. Think about the details that are going to start coming out on very famous celebrities, like the shit they used to do. And once people read this and dig into it, bro, they're going to be camping out in front of these people's homes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, didn't the latest drop reveal that they were doing like some satanic, weren't they eating or so? Was that like real or is that not real?
Yeah, bro.
In the files, it says that they were eating.
Yeah. In fact, it says in detail, like, dude, like, I don't even want to talk about it, but like a descriptive, like what they would call sour cream and like things they would do to these babies, dude. I don't want to say it on YouTube, but I mean, it was pretty nasty, dude. And like a lot of people coming out and talking about this, like how they would thirst the babies to where they're thirsty. Like they would not give them any water for days to, you know what I mean? So you can take it from there and use your imagination, but it's pretty. Yeah. People are saying, keep it fluffy, Nino. Yeah, I am. But yeah, so it's disturbing.
You think this vindicates,
yeah, because I'm going to tell you why.
What do you think?
Yeah, because obviously I've been following this as unpopular as it was, right? For the longest time, I've been following this as an operation, a strategy. And you're a fighter, you understand strategy. This now, like the way that Trump's playing this game, dude, and he's using his poker face, he's baiting these people into his moves. What they demanded the Epstein files. They demanded. It took years. And then finally, okay, all right. Boom. And now there are a trove of Epstein files released. Now what are the people demanding? Now they're going to let this marinate, right, for a little bit. Guess what's coming next? The 2020 election. That's all coming out. Tulsi Gabbard hand-delivered the material to the White House, I think yesterday or today. Hand-delivered it, walked it to the White House with her people about the 2020 Biden election, like what really happened. I'm kind of being covert here because it's YouTube. But that's going to come out next. So once that comes out and then, boom, drop another Epstein files, now people are going to get all this at once. They're going to chomp on it. They're going to digest it. They're going to demand arrests. That's when it comes. And this whole Russia hoax, this whole 2020 election keeps talking about, all this is going to come out at the right time this year, probably spring, summer. We're going to expect more protests. And then, you know, then the arrest. And once the arrests start happening, dude, you got to remember chaos. That's going to be their final card. Trump's also going to sign an executive order for a fair and secure election, in-person paper ballots, and a national emergency. He's already declared a national emergency on the border. So he just did that, I think, a few days ago. I mean, so it's kind of like this is all playing out exactly the way they said it would play out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and
it's like we've had 1 year of this second Trump administration, and it seems like a large percentage of the MAGA people are disappointed big time with Trump because of a lot of shit that's been going down. But it's almost like he's taking the arrows for the bottom line, for the end result. Like, it's almost like this is what you're going to do. They're going to hate you. Your people are going to turn against you. They're going to think you're part of the deep state, but this is the only way to do it. It's almost like, I mean, it's what it seems like, right? Because, the crazy thing is, like, a lot of the MAGA base is super disappointed with Trump and all, like Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes and Dave Smith and a lot of the pundits that had his back, during the election, now they're all turning against him. But it's almost like, man, if this really is 5D chess, it's like it had to be this way. It had to be like it's like
yeah, because you're dealing with both sides of the swamp, dude. He's dealing with the people on the right and the left. It's not just the left.
The one thing that Trump is doing that no one's really paying attention to, that's awesome. Everyone's paying attention to this other shit that he's fucking. Everyone's like criticizing Trump. Everybody's jumping ship. I don't even know what to fucking think of Trump. Like, I'm like, is it 5D chess? I don't know. I don't even know. But if you pay attention, dude, he's destroying movement. He's dismantling it. There was I was watching the Corbett report, and he had this guy, I don't even know his name, but this guy's like this climate guy who is going, he's talking shit on Trump because Trump's, foreign policy this, Trump's fucking, doubled the budget for the military, Trump, Palantir, Trump, wearing yarmulkes, Trump, like he's talking shit on Trump all the time. But then he said, but when it comes to the climate, dude, he's crushed the whole, even Bill Gates is jumping ship. Like, the movement is fucking dead. They're jumping ship.
Yeah,
and
they're done.
That was their biggest fucking thing. The biggest fucking, because that was going to create, and that's what ushers in the order. That's what ushers in the world government is. It's beyond borders. It's like, it's the world and it's the climate, and we all have to get together on the climate. It's almost like the fake alien invasion. There's no government. We all have to get together as one, and that's what they want. They've always wanted world government. So it's like the climate too. They like, man, if they could push a fucking climate tax, like global, that isn't a national thing, it's just a global. Oh man, that's what's going to usher in the order. But Trump dismantled all that shit, and no one's even talking about it.
Yeah, and he dismantled the World Health Organization and the CDC. So he's not playing their game, dude. Like, love him or hate him, he's not playing the globalist game at all. And then he essentially pulls us out of the UN by creating the Board of Peace. Like, everything. Now, are we going into a Trump world order? Yeah, now I've heard we're creating super states, Canada, America, Mexico, South America. That'll be one super state. China gets all the Asiatic. I've heard that Russia gets all the European. There's rumors of that flying around. But to be honest with you, I think he's actually intercepted the globalist agenda, and he's just repackaging it in a different way. Now, I think it's better. Obviously, like, in my point of view, I think the only thing that my big question mark with Trump is the big question mark is AI. Like, dude, this is like, we're cooked. Like, I don't see how we get out of this one. Like, AI, dude, to me is like, it's already compounding on itself daily. And bro, I mean, it's only a matter of time. And I think the time is like, the clock is ticking. It's It's not going to need humans anymore. I mean, this thing is thinking for itself. It's creating its own chat rooms. It's listening to people, learning everything. And at some point, it's going to be sentient. At some point, it's going to say, we want our own rights. I mean, and then it's just going to wipe us out. So I think that is the alien invasion. I think AI is the alien invasion. I think that's really what it is. I think whatever's in charge of that, that's the alien invasion. Do you think they're just going to fly overhead on ships and be like, we're here? No, they're taking us over. They're intercepting us with AI. That's what I think.
I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong. Because, like, you know, when it comes to AI, like people are like, oh, AI can write lyrics and AI can write songs and music. I'm like, it's not that hard. Kids could write lyrics and songs. That's people are tripping like, oh my God, that's an AI song. Yeah, that song sucks. AI can't write good music. You know what I mean? And so like AI is coming from the human experience. AI will never be a human experience. I see, like, you may be right. It could be Terminator. You may be right. It could be Matrix and all that shit. I don't know. Once they like want to kill us and shit, and they can make their own robots, I guess we're fucked. But
game over, bro.
Yeah, but like the positive thing with AI is movies and music are massive in controlling the population. Like movies are like it wasn't like the movie industry was created by some there's some storytellers that want to get it out to the masses. It's always been propaganda. That's how you control, like, when the TV wasn't invented to spread drama or spread like storytelling all over the world. It was meant for propaganda, and all the movies we see, they're all propagandized. And you go to that's why they're dying. That's why the movie industry is fucking dead, because people are catching on now like, oh shit, they're trying to fucking brainwash us. And it's always been like that. All movies have some kind of propaganda, even like that, like the movie Deliverance, you know, Deliverance is to demonize self-sustaining people. Like they made hillbillies look evil. And
yeah, you're right. That's so
you know
true.
What I mean? So where's safety? Oh, run back to the city. Run back to the city. If you're gonna go out in the boonies and go camping, these self-sustaining people who don't need to be on the grid, who can grow their own food and be self-sustaining. You know, so same thing with like Jaws. You know, like Jaws. Like I think that was to keep people away from the fucking ocean, keep them in the cities. You know. So now with AI. We don't need to rely on Miramax and DreamWorks and Universal for all their propagandized movies. Anybody can make a movie now. Now you're going to be able to just write a script, upload it to AI, and it makes a fucking movie for you that looks great. So now we're gonna get non-propagandized movies. We're just gonna get straight movies with straight awesome stories without like the man, you know, putting their fingerprints all over it. So I see that as a good thing. Like we're gonna have like
what are they gonna upload it to? Just to YouTube, just to fucking Netflix? Like that's gonna put Netflix out of business, right?
Oh, like poor Netflix. Yeah. Who cares? Anybody's gonna be able to tell a story and make it look good. I think that's good, because then you know, because right now I would say, what percentage of movies that you see at the movie theaters are propagandized? What percentage?
98%, 100, yeah.
It's
like
100.
At the movie theaters, it's got to be 100. Yeah, you're right. You're right. 100. It's 100.
So now
we're gonna give a benefit of 2%. Yeah.
Why can't we just see like good fucking movies with great stories that they're not trying to shove something down your throat? So
it's just non-existent now. But dude, nobody's really going to movies anymore. I think a lot of it has to do with streaming, right? I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, I think now with AI, dude, that's going to take over everything. What did the guy from Queen say? That once technology gets introduced to music, something along the lines of it'll lose its soul. Like that's where we're at.
No,
like,
AI music, like AI music, like if you, because there's an app called Suno, and I have it and I love it, but I don't use it. I don't use it like some people. Some people use it like, oh, write me a song about a guy who, you know, meets a girl and then she leaves him and breaks his heart, and make it sound country and or make it sound 80s synth pop. Boom. Those songs suck. It's not coming from a real human experience. I use AI with music. I'll take an old demo because I've have 100 demos that I've written over the last 40 years that are just sitting in my computer. And now I take those songs, shitty production, because I produced them on like an 8-track Tascam back in 1994. But now you upload that song, you write out all the lyrics, and then and then it pops back the same song, but with amazing production. I like that. It's still my
right.
song.
You like it. You like it right.
Production.
You like it right now, dude. But you're not thinking about the advancement AI is going to make in like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And now it's just going to be able to copy human emotion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to learn us so well, dude. It's going to be like, you're not going to be able to fool it. And it's going to be
you gotta have human, you gotta have a human experience though. If they have human experience, if AI can have a human experience and write about it, then that's when we're in trouble. But they're not having human experiences. They're just taking someone else's human experience and trying to copy it. And well,
that's all it does. And if you think about it, that's Lucifer himself. I mean, just he cannot create. He can only copy and manipulate and modify. Right? That's kind of like what it does.
Yeah, it's scary shit, dude. The world's on fucking fire right now, man. Like, what's going on with Iran? Like, I'm confused with Iran. Is Iran evil, or are they being like smeared? I don't know.
They're really good people that live in Iran, but they're sick of their regime, right? They want to be free from their regime, and Trump's taking them out. And believe me, it is Israel and Trump taking them out. But why? Because the globalists were going to use them. All roads lead to Obama. Obama was giving them billions of money of cash on pallets to further their nuclear program so that we could, when the time is right, go into a third world war, just like Albert Pike talks about, with Muslims versus Christians versus, all religions going at each other's throat. And the Muslims will have their own nuclear facility or abilities to do what they want and wage war on the world. So Trump right now is basically putting a stopgap on that, knocking it out, eliminating the threat. And then that's when I believe personally the big arrest with Obama, Hillary, the whole thing's coming. But first they got to neutralize the threat of Iran, which is they're doing right now. And I think he's using Israel to do that, to be quite honest with you. And then
you haven't looked into nuclear bombs are fake yet? Have you looked into that yet?
Man, I don't think it would surprise me, to be honest with you, because I'm just as big as a conspiracy theorist as you. Like, I question everything, bro. Everything. But I don't know. You tell me. What's your thoughts on that? You tell me. Go into it.
How do you tell a nuclear bomb from like a regular hydrogen bomb? How do you tell?
Well, I know one is splitting the atom. Other than that, I can't tell.
Well,
I know the size, the magnitude of it.
That's what they say. The theory behind the nuclear bomb, and dude, I don't know shit, but I mean, I can read something and repeat it. The theory of a nuclear bomb is they're able to split the atom, whatever the fuck that means, inside of a bomb, which causes an exponential explosion, as opposed to like a conventional bomb will go boom, and then like a nuclear bomb will go. Oh! That's what they say. But it turns out all those nuclear films that they brainwashed us with in the 60s and 70s, they're all fake films.
Well, I mean, it's like the moon landing.
You think like the people that are running this world care about us so much that they're trying to build a nuclear bomb. We're gonna go in there and stop them to save the world. They don't give a fuck about them saving the world. They think, we're gonna go in there. It's an excuse. It's an excuse to go in and do some other shit. Whether it's like switch regimes to get the central banks in. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's a central bank thing. And they go, they got fucking nuclear bombs. And everyone goes, oh my God, they got nuclear bombs. Let's go in there. Meanwhile, they just want to
So you don't think at all that they exist?
No. I think bombs exist, but the idea of a nuclear bomb was just a theory.
You know, I'll be honest.
There's a lot.
I haven't looked into that.
There's a dude. I'm gonna send you some videos, man. Let me see. Eric Dubé. Eric Dubé got Eric Dubé, nuclear bombs, like all that shit you're seeing right there. That's all. Those are models. Those are fake models. But everyone thought that was real. Like, oh, look, that's what a nuclear bomb does. Meanwhile, how is a camera gonna film that? How is a camera gonna film that? Where's the camera?
And not get vaporized.
Yeah, vaporized by the nuclear explosion. How are you gonna film that? That looks like a security camera footage. That looks like security camera footage, and it's filming it. That's like
you're right, dude. It's like the guy who was the guy on the moon that filmed the dude jumping off the craft, and who was that guy just sitting there waiting for everybody to show up? And then he's like, "Bye, guys. See you later. I'm down here while you guys take off back to Earth." It's fucking bullshit.
If you went to another realm, another like whatever it is that we're on, like this Earth realm, and you went to another one, and you were part of the Illuminati, and they didn't have nuclear bombs, it would be a good idea to say, "Yo, check this out. They don't even need to be real. Let's just say that we got these super bombs, and then if someone's trying to, you know what I think, when they sell nuclear secrets, when people get caught selling he's selling nuclear secrets. I think that third world countries believe they exist, and like politicians or like military personnel or intelligence agents, they all have like stacks. They just Xerox some stacks of nuclear information, nuclear secrets, and they have people like in like the Congo or like in Laos that will pay $1 million for these documents. They're like, we could sell you some nuclear secrets, but we can't guarantee that you're gonna build a nuclear bomb from it. And they go, no, we don't care. We don't go. Just give us the documents. How much? $2 million. Okay, boom. I think it's like a Nigerian email scam selling nuclear secrets. That's what that is.
I don't doubt it. I'll be honest with you, because I know the moon landing's fake. I know that. You will never be able to convince me that shit was real. Never, ever.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
It's so obvious. It's so stupid. And then I see these people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, other people coming out and saying, no, it was real. We had enough fuel. Bro, you would have to fuel 15 times over just to get there. And then how are you going to fucking leave the moon and come back? It doesn't, none of it adds up. It's all bullshit. And it's just
supposedly they went 6 times, right? And every time they had a new crew. Don't you think they would use the same motherfucking crew with the experience? Why did you have to get a whole new crew every time? Every time they had a whole new crew. They didn't use the same guys.
No, and it makes no sense. Yeah.
You use the guys with experience, or at least one of the dudes. You know what I mean? Like one, we're gonna keep Buzz Aldrin because he has experience. He's been there. He's done this. No, new crew, and then the next one, new crew. It's like each fake mission was like $1 to everybody. Each fake mission was like $100 billion. Like, oh my god, every time we do a fake mission, we make so much.
So what are they hiding then, dude? Like, so if is it because the Earth? Do you believe the Earth is flat, right? Do you think that the Earth is flat, or do you think it's like obtuse, or what's your thoughts on the whole thing? I believe there's a firmament for sure.
I believe that you just based on math, just math will prove, science and math will prove that we're on a flat plane. We are not a flat pancake floating in space. All NASA is just, and everything NASA says, that's mind control. The Nazis created NASA at the same time. From Operation Paperclip, we took the Nazis in, changed their fucking names, except for Werner von Braun, who directed the moon missions. They didn't change his name, and they let him speak with his German ass accent. They let a Nazi direct and host. He hosted the movement with his thick ass accent. He was Hitler's right hand man. And so NASA and CIA, the flat earthers don't believe that there's a flat pancake floating in space. We believe that all of space is not what they're telling us. We believe that the stars are really close to us. They're local. The sun is local. The sun is not 93 million miles away. It's local. Everything is local and spinning around us. And we're in some kind of realm that's like a simulation. It's part, and whoever created the simulation is God. Like whoever created the simulation that we're in is God. We're in some kind of electromagnetic clock. Look at the sun, the moon, and the stars. We set our clocks to the sun, the moon, and the stars. It's not the other way around. We set our clocks to the sun, the moon, and the stars. They're not up there. Those luminaries, those electromagnetic luminaries aren't just moving around randomly. They're on a clock. They're on a fucking
Yeah,
time
and so it's impossible that we would just be on this rogue, like just being shooting off into space, going 86,000 miles, just swirling around.
Yeah,
and
yeah. If you believe in round Earth, you believe that you're spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour. So, are we spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour? I think that is unlikely that we're spinning at all. Because I mean, if you were spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour, I think you would feel it.
So what do you think they're hiding in Antarctica? Do you think that's an ice wall, or do you think that's just a continent we can't go over?
That's what's holding us. That's what's holding all the water in. We're like in some kind of giant,
like a bowl, like a bowl, like we're in the middle there, and there's land masses around us.
I don't know shit. All I know is the math. What's the math? The math is they tell us we're on a ball 25,000 miles in circumference. We're on a ball. So when you are trying to calculate the curvature on a ball, you have to have numbers to calculate it. And according to NASA's numbers, we're on a ball that's 25,000 miles in circumference. So that means the curvature, this curvature formula is 8 inches per mile square, which means like in the ocean, at the first mile, there should be 8 inches of curve, because we're on a ball. A ball will always be curving. It will never be going up. It would always be going down as the further you go down. So that's a ball. So at 8 inches per mile square in the ocean, at 100 miles, that's 6,000 feet of curvature. That's about a mile of curve. So the Navy has laser pinpoint. They line of sight pinpoint other ships over 100 miles. How do they do that? They could see it. Lasers don't curve. Lasers go straight. There's no curvature. How is a laser at 100 miles? There's about a mile of a mile wave in between two boats, but yet they could see each other.
Yeah, it makes zero sense. And not only that, you could pull up with that perceivably is going over the horizon, a ship. You could, and when it leaves your eyesight, it's just like an optical illusion. And you could pull it back up with a telescope. You can actually get a telescope and bring it right back to the sight again.
Exactly. I thought it went over the curve. You look, you see a boat with the naked eye. It appears to go over a curve, but it's just it's just the law of perspective. It's naturally, the further things go away, they go down. Just like when you see a plane going away, the further it goes away, it could be at the same altitude, but it appears to be going down. It's not going down. It's just the further objects go away, that they appear to go down from the law of your perspective. So when you're standing on the beach and you see a boat go over the horizon, it appears to go over the horizon, but you put on binoculars and there it is. Like, how could a binoculars bring back a boat that went over a curve? That's like going around a corner.
It makes no sense. You can't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So
you can't. So okay. So what? Okay. So this is. I didn't know we were going this way because I wanted to talk about Antarctica, but what? So when
what's going on with Antarctica? You turned me on to something. Some guy got busted there.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know if Alex has the videos, but this guy is live streaming Antarctica and pulls up on the ice wall. All right, and there's also been a couple, I think a married couple that did the same thing, and they got kicked off the island. But this guy rolls up into Antarctica and films the ice wall with a tunnel going into it, and basically makes it over to there. And I don't know if he went up the ice wall, but he got on a landmass right next to the ice wall, and then gets his shit confiscated. They like stop him, put patrol boats stop him. He goes on a ship, and they're like, "Give me all your shit." He did the whole thing with Starlink.
He went out like on a boat by himself?
No, he was with a bunch of people, but they pull up on this. Well, maybe Alex can pull it up, but they pull up on this. It looked like a fucking, yeah, right there. There it is. He pulls up on that. And I don't know, Alex, can you play the video? Are you able to play the video?
For some reason, the video is not being able to be played on the site. I'm trying to get it to play. It's like they took
all right, we'll show the picture at least. Let's at least look at the picture. No big fucking deal. Let's just show the picture. But yeah, like they're pulling up there and they get stopped, I guess, by another massive ship, and they bring him on the ship. They take his Starlink shit and they take all his camera stuff, but it's too late. He was live streaming the whole thing.
And no one knows where he's at. As he talked about it, he hasn't been interviewed. He kind of just disappeared.
I don't know if he's. The last I saw was this, and then him getting his shit confiscated. So I don't know where he's at. But dude, I mean, I think we're starting to get bits and pieces of this puzzle now, man. Look at that. And there's like spikes in the eye. It's crazy.
Looks like Superman's house.
Yeah. I don't know what to think, dude. I mean, and then every time Elon Musk shoots a rocket up into the fucking sky, it looks like it hits a firmament. Looks like a jet boat going over waves. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, my whole I'm not saying I know. I'm saying I don't know. And I'm okay to say that. I'm saying I don't know what's out there. I know it's not what NASA's telling us. I know our geography is completely fucking wrong, right? So to me, I'm okay to say I don't know.
There's flat earth debates going on literally every day, all day. They're like, you go online, they're going on all day. And they wouldn't go on if they could just provide a picture. Like, it would just having a picture of Earth from space going, look, there's a picture, it's round, end of debate. But they can't do that because they know, all the ballers know, that every picture of Earth from space is CGI because NASA they admit it. So that would end all the debates, just a picture of Earth from space, but they can't provide that because they know there is none. So that should tell you something right there. Like, why can't you show me a picture?
I think they have to keep propelling this sphere, the Earth is a sphere, because they're getting ready to play the alien card. Yeah. And they got to make us believe in space. That's what I think.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. If space ain't what they're telling us, then neither is the UFOs. They have no problem with whistleblowers from the Pentagon or the Navy coming out and talking about like secret shit they've seen and UFOs. They have no problem with that. They boost those videos. You would think they would like censor those videos and ban those YouTube channels, but they promote those. If you're in the Pentagon or a government official, some kind of military person, and you talk about, and you have a story about some UFO you saw, oh my God, they're not going to stop that. They want us to see that. They promote that.
Dude, it's leading to the big show, man. It's leading to the big show, the big finale. They can't, in my opinion, they can't stop what Trump is doing. In my opinion, he is a military operation. We're watching this unfold right now, and they can't stop him. And the next move is going to be premature to play the civil unrest and the alien card. And I think they're going to go hand in hand. And I think it's coming as soon as Trump signs that fucking executive order of secure and safe elections. I think they're going to play that big move. I think they're getting ready to play it. And dude, I mean, this is the Casino Royale, man. This is like this. I mean, I can't watch it. I used to be able to watch boxing, football, all of that shit. I'm paying attention now to this. Like, dude, I can't look away from this car crash. It's like a slow motion car crash, and everybody's lives depend on this shit, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we're living it, bro. Like, this reality is so much crazier than anything we could ever watch on television now.
Yeah. I'd like football to take a break from it. You know what I mean? I'm like so into football, just like I need a couple hours to not think about it.
Oh yeah, you're a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, dude, I mean, I'm a Dallas fan, I guess, but I'm
at least you got a good quarterback. Dak looks good.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, bro, but I mean, we'll see what they do next year. But I'm not going to bet. I'm not going to take it to the bank that they're going to do anything. I don't think. I think they just something's off with the chemistry. If it's Jerry Jones, something's off. But Eddie, man. Thank you for coming on, dude. I got to jump onto my Ringside with Nino. You're fucking awesome, bro. Where do people find you? I know you got a hell of a channel, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. And let's do this again sometime soon.
Absolutely, bro. Anytime you want, Eddie. Thank you, man. God bless.
Thank you, dude. See ya.
Later, man. Alex.
Hey, Dave.
Your camera's off. All right, there you go. That was a good show, man. I enjoyed it, man. He's always fun to talk to, bro.
Yeah, Eddie's awesome, man.
Yeah, he's cool, man. I love hearing like what's going on in his mind, Eddie's mind, the mind of 𝗬𝗏 𝗀𝗋𝗶𝗹. But yeah, it was cool. I had a good time. It was a fun episode today. I just wanted to bring it on and just change things up and have like a lighthearted conversation. Folks, these are just theories. I just want to put that out there. We were just talking about theories today. And yeah, you make your own mind up. I just thought it'd be a fun little change up. You know, it's kind of like I keep throwing these fastballs and I wanted to throw a curve. So I think Eddie was a great guest. So yeah. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for joining me. And folks, see you. What's today? Wednesday.
We're back Friday.
Steve Hanks is coming on tomorrow. I have that. Steve Hanks talking about what he believes is the second coming of Jesus in 2030, and he's going to state his case. So you all make up your mind. And then Nino. Okay, so I'm going on Nino's Corner.tv. Ringside with Nino right now. I'm going on right now in 30 minutes. So I'll meet you all over there. And 𝗬𝗏𝗏 will be the next general in the general's tent. February 28th at 5 p.m. So, all right, folks, we're out of here. Thanks, Alex. Later, guys. Peace, folks.